Welcome to London Southend Airport, the airport for the Thames Gateway region. In the run-up to the 2012 Olympics, and to meet the rapidly increasing demand for freight and passenger travel, London Southend Airport is undergoing some major infrastructure developments, with an extension to the runway, a brand new terminal, a new control tower and railway station already underway. These developments will not only see bigger passenger jets touching down here, but will also allow access from London Liverpool Street in only 49 minutes. London Southend Airport is a vital part of the Thames Gateway's advanced multimodal transport infrastructure. The plans to extend the runway were approved earlier this year. How do you see this positively impacting on Southend and the wider Thames Gateway region?
Well, I think it's fundamentally around connectivity. Any airport needs connectivity and catchment. The catchment we have, and it's a very strong catchment, and people locally have a strong need to fly and a strong desire to fly, but currently have to go a long way away to meet their destinations. With a longer runway, we can offer aircraft which are slightly larger, but quieter and more fuel efficient, but have critically a longer range, the ability to operate from the airport. What it also means then is they can fly into the airport for access into London. And that's why building a new railway station to make sure we can effectively offer inbound traffic to London as an airport in the future.
How does London Southend Airport compare to its competitors?
Well, we're never going to be a Heathrow or a Gatwick, but what we are going to be is an airport which will very effectively support Europe. And for that, we need to make sure that the facilities we design and that we build are ideally suited for very rapid journeys from the aircraft side onto the railway station platform to get into London. Our aim is to set a new benchmark for customer service and have all of our facilities in place in time for the Olympics to take advantage of the demand there will be for people travelling to Stratford just down the railway line.
And looking at the 2012 Olympic Games, what local benefits have you already seen and do you expect to see?
Well, I think there's been major investment as part of the Thames Gateway project generally, but I think we're also seeing further investment, but also a focusing, if you like, of investment in advance of the Games. So we're a good example. We're spending many millions of pounds on the airport's development, and we most certainly are accelerating that development to make sure it's in place in time for the Olympics. But as well as that, we see over £100 million being spent on road improvements. We see further improvements being made to the port infrastructure in the area and railway enhancements as well. So we think there are a large number of infrastructure projects being delivered that may not otherwise have happened, which the area will then be able to take advantage of, I guess, as part of the legacy beyond the Olympics.
And how valuable an asset do you think that London Southend Airport is to investors looking to invest in the Thames Gateway?
Well, I think there are a number of different assets which come together to really make the proposition compelling. DP World and their investment in the new port, it's a very strong case. We think that the strong quality of life and the good connectivity there is in terms of road and rail is a strong draw as well. But with good airport links, both at London City at one end of the gateway and London Southend at the other end of the gateway, we see there's a real interest for business who are looking to access their markets in Europe, being able to do so.
So what do you think the future holds for the Thames Gateway as a multimodal transport location?
I'm excited about it because I think that it has all the key ingredients. As I said earlier, it's a great place to live, but in terms of a place to work, we have the road, we have the rail links, and we're very well connected both for London but also for Europe. With the new port developments going on and the airport development we have here at Southend, we think that for access, whether it's by road, by rail, by sea or by air, people can get into London and do business. And for businesses to come and base themselves here, it's a very exciting proposition.
And looking specifically at the region's existing transport infrastructure, how do you see this benefiting from the London 2012 Olympic Games?
Well, the airport already sees employment and supports employment for over 1,000 people, whether in aircraft maintenance or business jet operation, passenger operation or component manufacture. For example, every cockpit seat in a Boeing aircraft is made in Southend. So a really, really big success story already in the area. But what we've seen with the Olympics is the acceleration of the airport's development. Projects that we might have been doing over the next 5 or 10 years we've brought forwards. And so our aim is that by 2012, we have the new railway station open, new control tower in place, new passenger terminal, runway extension, new hotel, all major projects, and we're trying to complete all of those well in advance of the Olympics. A lot of that construction being led by local companies, which we see as being good for employment in construction terms, but also the airport will support over 1,000 more jobs when the development is complete on airport. And as I say, our aim is to finish that in time for the Olympics in 2012.
So Ian, can you tell me a little bit about ATC Lasham and the relationship with London Southend Airport?
Yes, ATC Lasham is a maintenance organisation for aeroplanes. We've been here at Southend for some 8 years now. We employ currently about 155 people, all are highly skilled people. And we look after the Airbus family, A320 family, Boeing aircraft from 727, 737, 757s, anything that carries up to about 200 people.
And with the planned extension of London Southend Airport, are you confident that your maintenance operation can continue to grow?
Yes, I am. And I think that over the next 3 or 4 years, we'll see that come to fruition. Once the airport's become established with a longer runway, with the introduction of new operators working from the airport, I can see it getting very, very busy. We'd be going into different types of work, such as line maintenance, looking after the people on a daily basis. And from that, I'm fairly confident and hopeful that new relationships will be forged with those people, and that way our business will expand.
What sort of businesses do you think will be attracted by the airport's expansion?
I think it goes across a spectrum, to be perfectly honest, from catering to taxi companies to our own aircraft associated industries. And I think it's going to be right across the board, and I think all the local businesses will benefit. And when you have a look at the type of people that are available around here, as I have done, there is a wealth of young talent around, and I think people will be very lucky to come to Southend and share some of that talent that's so readily available.
And looking at the topic of talent, are you able to find the skills locally that you require for your highly specialist engineering operation?
Yes, I believe we can. There is a distinct lack of skilled people within our industry, and the only way out of that is to train ourselves. We've started an apprenticeship scheme with Prospects College, who've tailor-made a course purely for our type of industry, and we are now choosing from a wealth of talent around this area. We currently have 20 apprentices of our own within the area. 5 have just graduated and are showing real promise, becoming skilled mechanical engineers.